Well, my scope rings come in today. I got my mag, still no break. I went with these Leopold. They call them high and they call them see-through, kind of both. But they're not what I wanted, but they'll do the job, I believe. A lot of people wouldn't pick this scope for this gun, but there's so many different purposes for these rifles. When you watch somebody build one, you can't really assume what's what till they're done because you don't know what their use is going to be compared to you. Now, there's a lot of people shooting that competition. They hang all kind of things on their rails. Well, this rail is just to keep your hand from getting burnt. I wouldn't really trust hanging a lot of stuff on these little aluminum screws, into a steel block that are hard to keep tight. I don't know. I think if I was building one of them race type guns, I think they call it, I would definitely have me a more expensive handguard. And everything else I went with, the chrome lining and things like that, is all I need. I don't need that $6,000 gun to shoot, you know, 80 yards across the hall. That's why my scopes are often different than others you see on the ARs. There's so many reasons to build an AR the way you build it and how much of a budget you put into it. Don't take a lot of tools. Takes some roll pin punches, a couple jigs and wrenches, and I don't think I've ever used this but twice. That's to take your A2 style handguards off with around your barrel nut. But there ain't a lot of tools. Don't take a lot of time to build a whole gun from scratch in an hour. They're so much fun to build, you want to keep building them, but how many can you own, I'm going to keep this one. I have one more lower. I can build one more rifle. I haven't picked the caliber yet. I went with the 350 Legend here. I've already got a 458 Soakem, 300 Blackout, 762 by 39, 223, 556. I'm thinking 450 Bushmaster next. I don't know. Like I said, I got one more receiver, lower receiver left to be all. I'm kind of anal. All mine are in consecutive order now. My serial numbers. I got one left. I think this is a 9, and the next one will be a 0. Or I start with 0, and the last one will be a 9, but I'm not sure how. Can't remember. Like I said, there's better barrels, there's better handguards, there's better bolts, there's better everything. And one thing I noticed, these AR builders, if you're just building a poor man's AR, them guys are out to give you a hard time. I don't know why. Like some pride thing involved or something. I'm just a guy who wants to build some ARs. And I got a small family, but all my nephews and even my nephew's kids are shooting my ARs. I build them for the whole family, friends and family. And you got to watch when you get into building them. You don't want to make yourself a manufacturer because that's illegal. What I do is I ship the strip lower to the FFL and let them go pick it up. They pick it up, come here. I put their gun together and hand it to them in an hour. And the gun never stays here. It never leaves their possession. So, that keeps me out of it. And then they just pay me for the parts. They have their receiver. So I'm basically starting out with their receivers. And I have the stuff in advance and that, but this one was just parts I had laying around, actually. That handguard was for a pistol. That upper was for one that I actually was a 223. I turned into a 7.62 by 39. So I had that extra upper. I just did a barrel and a handguard swap. Hopefully I get that muzzle brake tomorrow and we'll have us all together tomorrow. Now I just got to get some money up for some ammo. I went a little bit over budget this month. I bought me a new, not a new, but a used zero turn mower, one of those Dixie choppers. We'll see some videos of it when I get it. All right, everybody, have a good one here, and next time you see this, we'll be done. I promise.